Tracy Nelson shares why she wants to move on from the past. Tracy Nelson was born Tracy Kristin Nelson on October 25, 1963 in Santa Monica, California, into one of the most famous entertainment families in America. She is the daughter of rock star Ricky Nelson and actress Kristin Harmon, and the granddaughter of television stars Ozzie and Harriet Nelson, whose show The Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet became a hugely popular part of 1950 Seconds America. Growing up surrounded by music, movies, and television, Tracy was meant to have a life in the arts. Though her journey would be her own, one filled with talent, strength, and deep understanding of emotions. From an early age, Tracy showed a love for performing. Her first movie appearance came when she was just a child, playing one of the daughters of Henry Fonda's character in the 1968 family comedy Yours, Mine, and Ours, which also starred Lucille Ball. Even as a young girl, she showed a natural sense of timing and an expressive presence in front of the camera. Despite the fame of her well-known last name, Tracy built her own identity through training and hard work. She studied acting at Bard College in New York, balancing her education with occasional performance opportunities that helped develop her creative voice. Her big break came in the 1980s when she was cast as Jennifer DiNuccio in the popular NBC series Square Pegs 1982 to 1983 alongside Sarah Jessica Parker. Her portrayal of the stylish and confident Jennifer showed her natural comedic talent and charm. Shortly after that, Tracy became a household name through her long-running role as Sister Stephanie Stevaskovsky in the hit series The Father Dowling Mysteries 1989 to 1991, where she starred opposite Tom Bosley. Her performance as the spirited, intelligent nun detective made her beloved among television audiences and showed her remarkable ability to balance humor, faith, and compassion within a single character. Throughout her television career, Tracy Nelson appeared in an impressive range of projects, from sitcoms to dramas and even made-for-TV movies. She was a regular guest on classic shows like Melrose Place, The Nanny, and Seinfeld, proving her versatility as an actress capable of moving between comedy and drama with ease. In the 1990s and 2000s, she became a familiar face on the Lifetime and Hallmark channels, where she starred in numerous romantic dramas and mystery films. These roles showcased her maturity and emotional depth, as she often portrayed strong, caring women facing real-life challenges with courage and grace. Yet Tracy Nelson's story is not just one of professional success. It is also one of deep personal strength. In 1987, tragedy struck when her father, Ricky Nelson, was killed in a plane crash. The loss was heartbreaking for Tracy and her siblings, but she channeled her grief into a renewed determination to carry on her family's legacy with integrity and heart. Then in 1989, life tested her again when she was diagnosed with stage 2 Hodgkin's lymphoma at just 25 years old. At a time when her career was doing great, she went through tough rounds of chemotherapy and radiation. Despite the physical and emotional toll, Tracy remained strong, using her experience to become a voice for cancer awareness and support. Her eventual recovery made her a symbol of hope and strength to many who faced similar battles. In later years, Tracy also faced and overcame additional health struggles, including breast cancer. Each challenge revealed her unbreakable spirit and ability to keep going. She often spoke publicly about her journey, emphasizing the importance of early detection, faith, and self-care. Her honesty and openness about her health helped make the topic of illness in Hollywood less scary and inspired countless fans who saw in her not just an actress, but a survivor. Tracy Nelson's remarkable versatility as an actress has been clearly displayed through the wide range of television and stage roles she has taken on throughout her career. She gained further recognition as a series regular on Aaron Spelling's glamorous primetime drama Glitter, where she brought charm and emotional depth to a cast filled with intrigue and ambition. Her talent for blending humor with heartfelt realism was also showcased when she joined the cast of A League of Their Own, the television adaptation of the beloved film about the women who broke barriers in baseball during World War II. Nelson's ability to show strength, sensitivity, and wit made her a standout performer among an ensemble of strong female characters, expanding her international appeal. She ventured into Australia's television landscape with a role in the critically acclaimed series The Man from Snowy River, where she captured audiences with her poise, authenticity, and natural connection to the sweeping outback drama. Her passion for performance wasn't limited to the screen. In 1995, Nelson thrilled live audiences when she took to the Broadway stage, starring as Rizzo in the iconic musical Grease. a role that allowed her to combine her acting and singing talents in a powerful, memorable performance. Her time both in the touring company and on Broadway demonstrated her incredible stage presence and ability to make a classic character her own with her distinctive style. Over the years, Tracy Nelson has also built an impressive filmography, appearing in several feature films and more than 20 television movies, each adding a new layer to her artistic legacy. Among these, her performance in The Perfect Nanny 2000 captivated viewers with its suspense and psychological intensity, while The Perfect Husband and Kate's Secret showcased her emotional depth and fearless approach to complex dramatic storytelling. In The Fight for Jessie, she portrayed a woman determined to protect her child against impossible odds, once again highlighting her gift for portraying strength and empathy. Nelson's work in The Rival 2006 continued that tradition, blending mystery and human emotion in a gripping narrative that kept audiences hooked until the very end. Beyond acting, Tracy Nelson has explored her musical roots as well. As a descendant of the Nelson musical family, she has a natural singing talent which she occasionally showcases in special performances and recordings. Her voice, soft yet expressive, reflects the same warmth and sincerity that defines her acting. Through both her art and her advocacy, she has carried the Nelson family name forward with dignity and authenticity. Tracy Nelson's marriage to actor William R. Moses marked an important and deeply personal chapter in her life, one that combined love, family, and the challenges of living under the constant attention of Hollywood. The two first met in the mid-1980s when both were rising talents in the entertainment industry. Tracy was best known for her role as Sister Stephanie Steve Askovsky on the popular television series The Father Dowling Mysteries, while William R. Moses had gained recognition for his performances in Falcon Crest and a number of television movies. Their shared experiences as actors in the competitive world of television helped form a natural bond, as they both understood the pressures, irregular schedules, and emotional demands that came with their craft. After several years of dating, Tracy and William were married in 1987, a union that many entertainment magazines at the time described as one of Hollywood's most promising young marriages. Their wedding reflected a sense of classic elegance rather than over-the-top celebrity extravagance, highlighting their preference for privacy and genuine connection over publicity. Friends and family described the couple as warm and affectionate with a genuine respect for each other's goals and artistic individuality. For Tracy, who came from one of America's most famous entertainment families, the daughter of rock legend Ricky Nelson and actress Kristin Harmon, this marriage also represented stability and emotional grounding amid a life that had often been filled with public exposure and personal tragedy. During their decade together, Tracy and William navigated the complex balance between career and family life. Both remained active in television and film, often working on separate projects that took them to different locations for weeks or months at a time. Despite these challenges, they maintained a strong partnership built on communication and mutual support. Their relationship was further deepened by the arrival of their daughter, Remington Elizabeth Moses, born in 1992, who became the center of their world. Tracy, who had endured significant health challenges, including a battle with Hodgkin's lymphoma earlier in her life, often said her family, especially William and their daughter, gave her renewed strength, hope, and perspective during difficult times. The couple's marriage, while filled with love and shared devotion to their child, was not without its struggles. Like many Hollywood marriages, the pressures of dual acting careers, frequent separations, and differing professional priorities began to take their toll. Over time, the pair found that their individual paths and personal growth were leading them in different directions. In 1997, after 10 years of marriage, Tracy Nelson and William R. Moses decided to divorce. Though the decision was surely painful, both handled the separation with maturity and grace, choosing to prioritize their daughter's well-being and maintain a friendly relationship. For years, Tracy Nelson has been one of Hollywood's most quietly strong figures, balancing the challenges of fame, family legacy, and personal change with a grace that has always set her apart. Yet, in a recent deeply honest conversation, Nelson opened up about her desire for something unexpected, an ending. Fans were surprised when she revealed that she wants it to end. Not her career or her life, but a certain chapter that has defined her for decades. In her own woe, for her, being part of the Nelson family was both a gift and a burden, one that shaped her identity and her career choices in ways that weren't always easy to handle. She admitted that she often felt like she had to live her life according to how others remembered her father or expected her to carry the family torch. Over time, that expectation became exhausting when Tracy said she wanted it to end. She was talking about the public's never-ending attachment to her past, to the image of the Nelson girl, forever tied to her family's legacy and her early acting successes. People don't always realize that while I'm proud of where I come from, I've also been trying to evolve, she explained. But every interview, every headline, every question seems to go back to the same stories. Her frustration didn't come from anger, but from a yearning for growth. After decades of working in television and film, from Square Pegs to Father Dowling Mysteries, she has earned her own identity as a performer and survivor. Yet, as she put it, it sometimes feels like no matter what I do, I'm still playing a role in someone else's story. Tracy's words carry special meaning considering her personal struggles. She has faced serious health battles, including her well-known fight with cancer, and has come out the other side with deep perspective. When you've been close to losing everything, she said, you start to see what really matters. And what matters isn't what the world says about you, it's what you say about yourself. This clarity has fueled her desire to close certain chapters of her life. For her, it represents not just public perception, but the weight of constantly being tied to her past, the endless reminders of family tragedies, her parents' fame, and her own early typecasting. Nelson's decision to speak openly about wanting to move on wasn't about bitterness. It was about freedom. I want to wake up one morning and not feel like I owe the world another explanation, she said. I just want to be able to live, to create new things without dragging all that history behind me. Her words connected deeply with fans who have watched her transform from a young actress into a mature woman with depth and authenticity. Still, Tracy made it clear that she isn't turning her back on her legacy, only reshaping it. I'll always love my family, and I'll always honor my father's music and my mother's strength, she said. But I've learned that honoring the past doesn't mean living in it. Those words sum up her outlook today. One grounded in gratitude, but driven by the desire for personal growth. In Hollywood, where nostalgia often rules, Tracy's wish to let go of her old image is both brave and rare. She knows that endings are necessary for new beginnings. Endings aren't sad when you know they're making space for something better, she reflected. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is say that's enough and walk forward. Ultimately, Tracy Nelson's revelation is less about loss and more about freedom. After years of being labeled, compared, and questioned, she's reclaiming her story on her own terms. I've lived so many versions of my life, she said with a calm smile. But now I just want to live the real one. Her honesty reveals a woman who understands that every ending, when accepted with courage, becomes the doorway to a more authentic existence. One free from the shadows of expectation and filled with the light of possibility.